Okay, welcome back, and here's another one of those moments we've all been waiting for. We are talking today about, well, we're still on, I'll tell you what we're doing. We're going through section 8, chord reference charts of our dear friend, the late great Mr. Ted Greene's chord chemistry, but we're talking about major 7 augmented chords today. And we're going through page 24. If you don't have the book and you'd like to follow along, you could find the link right here in the link in the card or the link below in the description. I would encourage you to treat yourself and grab that book. That book is going to be essential if you are interested in following along through the whole thing, where we're going word by word, chord by chord, page by page, all of that stuff. We're going in great detail to capture some of these things that were left behind for us to capture. So we're starting right now. Position number 12 with E7, E major 7, augmented. Yeah, so we've got a root, a sharp 5, major 7, and major 3. Next chord shape, E major 7, augmented once again. This time we find ourselves in position number 6 with the sharp 5, the root, the 3, and then the major 7 of E, E. So what we want to do is just it takes a little bit just to get used to this harmony, which is mode 3. One of these approaches is mode 3 of melodic minor. So this chord is on position number 11 now. We're using root 3, major 7, and then we could use major 3 again, and then augmented 5 again on the top. Great chord sounds. A major 7 augmented on position number 6. We're using the raised 5th in the bass, the root, the 3, and the major 7. This is familiar to us because this is one of the chord shapes that we used at the very first chord examples in this book. If you've been playing it through from the beginning, then you've played this chord with us before. E major 7 augmented on position number 7. Root, this is another really a nice quality guitaristic shape. Root, sharp 5, major 7, and major 3. There are beautiful scales that belong to this. This chord belongs to. And let's take a look at number 6. Position number 6. We're on root 3, major 7, and augmented. This is another nice one because you can add that major 3rd. You can double that on the B string. Good. E major 7 sharp, E major 7 sharp 5, or augmented again on position number 9. Let's take a look at that. We have the 3 in the bass this time, the 5 sharp, the root, and then the major 7 on the top. That beautiful major 7 interval on the top sparks that beautiful, beautiful definition of dissonance on the top. E major 7 augmented on fret number 7. So let's take a quick look at that. We're using root note, major 7, 3, and sharp 5. If you're following along with Gary, any of Gary Whitner, whatever he does, you might know, I don't know if he's still playing this chord a lot, but he knows a lot about this particular chord shape and how to apply it as its own entity to modern jazz. We're looking at position number 9. We have 3, root, sharp 5, major 7. Oh yeah, great sounds, just totally outrageous. Like E major 7 augmented again, position 4. We're just using that the old piano sort of voicing. We're using 1, 3, 5, major 7. If you want, you can get that. You can actually use that first finger to capo or bar, that top B and E strings with the 3 on the top. A major 7 augmented, we're using the 7th position this time, again with the sharp 5 in the bass, the root note followed, and then there's a major 7 and a major 3 on the top. So here's the root note right here, the A major, the A in the bass, so give us a point of reference, yeah. Yeah, wild stuff. All right, position number 4, we're using the root, the 3, the sharp 5, and the major 7. This is another brilliant sound. You can get that bass note logged in on fret number 5 on the low E string with the thumb if you'd like. A major 7 augmented again, position number 2. We're using 2 fret, what is this? So this is a sharp 5, a root, a major 3, and a major 7. So this is also chord number 2 in the beginning sequence of that forbidden song. Very nice chord shape, A major 7 augmented, once again. On position number 9, we're using the root note, the augmented 5, the major 7, and then the 3. This is kind of a cool little situation because we can talk quickly about, hey, isn't that the C sharp chord? That's the C sharp major triad, right? With an A in the bass. Kind of cool stuff. You know, lots to think about here for certain. We have position number 8. We're using 9, 10, 11, 12, which was the root note, the sharp 5, the raised 5th, or the augmented 5th. The augmented, then we have the major 7, let's see, and then we have and then major 7, and then the major 3 on the top. Oh, whoops, sorry. So here's the E major 7 augmented, so we have the root note, the raised 5th, the major 7, and the 3. So over to position 9. Let's take a look at position 9, and we'll use fret 11, which is going to be the 3. Then we're jumping up with the 3rd finger doing, so fortunately you're with me, a lot of you are with me on the morning ritual, like the guitar warm-ups that we're doing, where we actually are doing this kind of thing. We're learning how to stretch fingers 2 and 3, even though they're sort of landlocked between fingers 1 and 4, but we are using these stretches in the mornings, and we are getting better at these as a group for certain. We're starting with the 3, the major 7, the 1, so there's that beautiful half step in the middle, and then the augmented 5th on the top. Yeah. If you made it this far in the series, you definitely owe it to yourself to check out that live stream every morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the guitar, what is it? It's morning ritual for guitar growth is what we're calling it, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's free, and we just show up and we warm up the fingers and we get the old stretches going, isometric stretches and passive, inactive, and all of that stuff. So we have the 3 in the bass, the root, the major 7, and the augmented 5. This is a wonderfully interesting voicing in that just huge intervals everywhere. Everywhere you turn, the intervals are just massive. The next one, position number 7, we're looking at the 7, 8, 9. So we're looking at 9, and then we're using the 5. So there's the 3 of the A. Here's the major 7 of the A. Here's the A, the root, and then the augmented 5 on the top. And it really helps for us to be centered around the root note for certain. Yeah. All right, we're carrying on to position number 5, where we find safely lodged with the 3rd, what is that, the major 3rd. And now here comes another 2nd and 3rd finger fret stretch. So that's really, I'm really thankful I've been warming up with you in the mornings. So we've got the 3, the 7, the 1, and then the augmented fifth on the top. Yeah. And the position number 8, we're going to continue on to 1, 3, sharp 5, and then major 7. No? Is that it? E major 7 augmented, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have the root, the 3, the augmented fifth, and then the major 7. That's exactly what it is. It's this one that we did earlier on. Okay, E major 7 augmented again on position 2. So this time we have the 3 in the bass, the sharp 5 or the augmented fifth, and then the root, and then the major 7 on the top. Nice little triadic cluster, augmented triad cluster on the bottom, and then a major 7 on the top. E major 7 augmented is going something like this. We're on position number 7, and then we're using the sharp 5 in the bass, or the augmented fifth in the bass, the root. Then we have we're jumping up to the G string on major 7, and then 3 on the top. So we have, it's almost like that, Jimi Hendrix shit, almost, not quite. We have the sharp 5, the root, the major 7, and then the major 3rd. Here's a really cool one. Position 12, we have the root, the major 7, the 3, and the sharp 5. Yeah. The position 7, we have the 3, the root, the 5, and the A major 7 augmented. We have the 3 for this A chord. We have the 3, the root, and then let's see, what's this one, what's going on here? The sharp 5, and then the major 7 on the top. And then if you wanted to place the 3rd on the top too, you can get that 3rd finger kind of like rolled over if you want to. Yeah. Position number 5, let's hop back over to E major 7 augmented. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So what's happening here is we've got the sharp 5 or the raised 5 or the augmented 5 starting us out. The 3, we're jumping up to the 3. Probably going to have to use that 2nd finger to reach that. Same fret for the root note. The major 7, sorry. So this is like really wild because we're displacing all what we knew about E major 7 before. Just placing this 5 and the sharp 5 in the bass really could be disorienting for all, and a disorientating experience. But we won't let that stop us. We're going to plow through with the sharp 5, the 3, the major 7, and the 1 on the top. One of my one of my favorite inversions of E major 7 augmented. And then with that, what is that? So we've got the, there it is. Wow, just great stuff. Position number 11, we're going to be on root note, 3, sharp 5, and then major 11 on the top. Yeah. All right, E major 7, 11, E major 7 augmented, let's say that, position number 11 again. We have the 3 in the bass, the major 7, the augmented 5, and then the root on the top. So we're just finding ways to play that triad, basically inversions of that triad. And then have that root note mixed in there somewhere, right? So this is basically that G sharp major triad with the E in the top. Or the 3, the 7, the sharp 5, or augmented 5, and then the root. Yeah, good stuff. E major 9 augmented. So we're looking here on position number 7. So we have what are we doing here? Position number 7, we have the root note, the augmented, the 7, and the 9. Yeah. Again, E major 9 augmented on position number 11. Let's take a look at the root note in the bass, the 3, the root note. Let's take a look. So we have the root, the 7, the 9, and then the augmented 5th. Yeah. Let's take a look at 7. So we have the 7, so we have the root, the major 7, the 9, and the augmented 5th. Some stuff going on here that we can talk about if you want in the comments below. So position number 2, we have the 3rd. Let's take a look at this. This is the 3, the root, the 3, the root, the sharp 5, the major 7, and then the 9. Yeah. The A major 9 augmented is the 5, the root note, the major 7, the 3, the sharp 5, and then the 9. That dominant sound is really tough when you hear it against. It really tries to wrench the ear back over to that D flat dominant sound, but we're not going to let it. We're going to stay in the world of and just totally appreciate what's going on here with the root, the major 7, and the major 3, and then the sharp 5 and 9 on the top. Position number 9, let's take a look at 12 in the bass, the 9, we've got the sharp 5, the major 7, and the 3 on the top. Awesome voicing, super clean, super awesome. Position number 2, let's jump up to, so here's the 9, let's build this sucker backwards. Major 7, sharp 5 or augmented 5, and then the 3 with the E in the bass is legit. No root note in sight here on this one unless we drop the bomb. All right, position 4, we're using, let's see, we've got A major 9 augmented, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7, root note, 9, sharp 5, major 7. Could also place the root note, the C sharp and the bass note if you wanted to. All right, let's take a look at this. A major 7 augmented, so we're on fret 4. We have 3, root, and then we have the sharp 5 and major 7. Oh yeah, A major 7 augmented again on position 9. We're using all of these shapes are just to be studied and observed and then played. So position number 9, we have the 3 of the A major 7 augmented, the root, the sharp 5 or the augmented 5th, and then the major 7. Really cool colors right here on the guitar. Position 5, we've got a root position voicing happening here. We have a sharp 5, a 3, and then a major 7. Could place the 3 on the top if you want. 7th position for the E major 7 augmented is going to look just like this, similar thing, right? We have the root, the 5, the major 3, and the major 7, the root sharp 5 or augmented 5. Oh yeah. All right, E major 9 augmented. We only have a few left to go, so let's keep hanging in there. We have the 3, the 7, the 9, the augmented 5, and the root note. Oh yeah, just great sounds. Position number 9, let's take a look at the 3. Position number 9. We're using the sharp 5 in the bass, the 9, the 3, the major 7. There it is. Really helpful for me to sing these bass notes. It just helps me to internalize what's actually happening here. Position 4, we have a 9 in the bass, a root, a major 3, a major third, a sharp 5 or augmented 5th, and then the major 7 on top. Root, no, 9, root, 3, augmented 5, major 7. Awesome stuff. Good. Position number 7, we have the root note. No, again, we have the 9. Then the root note, followed by the sharp 5 or the raised 5th or the augmented 5th, and then the major 7, and then the major 3. Oh yeah, just how sophisticated can we get? Position number 4, we're taking a solid look at using that thumb and then stretching up to fret 4 and then skipping up to finger 2. Now this is going to really challenge me, I think. Thumb, so we have the 4 and then 2, finger 2, and then reach back to finger 1 there. So the root note, the sharp 5 or augmented 5, the major 7, and the 9. Oh yeah, just a challenge. That's probably the toughest one for me so far on this page 24. E major 7 augmented, we're looking at position 2 with the root note in the bass. Thank goodness. Love it. This can be, all of these voicings have inversions, which we're playing mostly, with the root in the bass, and then the 3 in the bass, so root, sharp 5, right? And then we have the... So here's the A major 7 augmented. We're on position number 3. We have a root note in the bass, a raised 5th with fingers 2 and 1, and then why don't we run up and grab the 3. Let's take a quick look at what this is going to mean for fingering patterns. We have a root, an augmented 5th, a 3, and then a major 7. Let's take another look at position number 9, and we're going to rebuild. Okay, A7 augmented. So we have the sharp 5 in the bass, the root, major 7, and 3 on the top. Good. And position 9, finally, we're through this sequence of chords with position 9. We're doing the same, basically the same voicing, but now we're starting on the B string with the 3, the root note, and then the major 7, and then the sharp 5 in the bass. Yeah. Oh, phew. We made it once again together. We came out the other end together, and this is just one of those things. This is one of those pages to bookmark, page number 24, because these chords are all very distinctive from all of the other harmony that we'll ever play. All of the other diatonic harmonies are all distinctive, each in their own right. Major 7s, minor 7s flat, with a flat 5, the dominant chords, all of that stuff, all of those diatonic sounds to the major scale are relatable for the most part. Pop music, we can sneak those chords into pop music pretty readily. Trying to sneak these things into pop music can be a little bit more challenging. So if you have any questions or comments, you want to talk about that a little bit more in the comments, please do. And I want to wish you a wonderful day. And thanks again for visiting the channel and visiting this series right here, Ted Greene's Chord Chemistry. This is part 9I. And I'm so glad you made it. And until we meet again, happy picking.